Hello, creation. I hope you're well. Saturday morning, chilled out, and I just thought I stood upon a blade of grass. So, thought, right, go on then, let's roll with it and see where we go. So, I stood upon a blade of grass that should not have even logically have been there. This blade of grass materialised in front of my eyes, out of thin air. You see, I was in the middle of the desert with nothing around but sand. How the hell could a blade of grass materialise when there was nothing but sand to hand? I pondered this blade of grass for a moment as it laid at my feet. And the first thing that came to one's self was that this was such a heavenly treat. For all around, as far as the eye could see, up until this moment, there'd been nothing but the desert and me. Well, as I gazed down at this wonderful miracle of life, all anxiety, stress dissipates, relieving the soul of any strife. I now crouch down to gain a closer look at this miracle before my eyes, which turned out to be the most wonderful surprise. Its intricate patterns woven in the most divine, orchestrated way meant that at this moment in my existence, I could now start to play. So I picked up this wonderful blade of grass and closed my eyes and pictured the most beautiful bright moon, clasping it between both my thumbs. I blew and came up with the most wonderful tune. When I had looked, and I kid not, neither myself nor you, but this wonderful blade of green grass had turned blue. I heard the beat, felt the thumping of my feet, although 'twas not upon the sand, for I'd now perched upon my backside and was beating my right foot with my left hand. How is this possible, you might ask? This really is quite the impossible task. Well, at this moment there was not just me, for I had split into two. There was my yin now to my yang. Guess which one was you? we played and danced into the night and created more than one wonderful tune under that most wonderful, clearest of night skies and the brightest of silvery moons. Well, when we had finished and we gazed upon ourselves, there could have been nothing more valuable, not even the most valuable wealth. No gold, no sapphires, no rubies, no materialistic gain, but there was just the most purest, beautiful, unconditional love that remained. As you disappeared off into the ethers, you left behind the most beautiful smile, the gentlest of caresses, with memory for myself to revisit every once in a while. And I look back upon that fantastic fantasy come journey of the mind or the soul, and I am grateful for each instant that both yin and yang play in this miraculous role. Hey, that wasn't bad, was it? Won't be to everybody's cup of tea. It won't be to everybody's cup of tea. No, we just make stuff up, don't we? We just make stuff up. It's alright for him, lying bastard. No, it's creativity, isn't it? You know, it's creativity. I used to come up with some wonderful stories for my son. He used to come and stay with me, you know, obviously from a young age, very young age. And he said to me, I wish you'd have wrote those stories down, Dad, because every time he stayed down, we just made up a different story. And it were great. In his bedroom, you know, it were I'd done all these drawings all over walls, you know. And there were one, all sorts, you know. And one it was the ice cream eating work alien. And it was similar to an octopus. It had many eyes. And it, in one of its arms come 10 tentacles, it had a toolkit, a toolbox. And in the other one, it was eating an ice cream. It's just creativity, isn't it? You see, that's the beauty of it. We never know where it's going to go, do we? Anyway, it's love what matters. It's laughter what matters. It's happiness and joviality and all that sort of good stuff. And yeah, and just being love. Isn't it? Just be love. Anyway, lots of love to y'all. Hope you enjoyed this little story. Won't be to everyone's cup of tea, but if it puts a smile on someone's face, then I've done my job, haven't I? Alright, see you. Take care.